The last 3 years have seen a steep bull run in the Singapore property market, leading to many becoming property millionaires. At the same time, we have also seen many methods and gurus appear, claiming to give you surefire methods to achieve your pot of gold in real estate investment. Has this always been true? Today, I'll share with you some examples, digging deeper to ask why, and looking at signs that tell us more about the future. So keep watching. First is the bull run that we see in the last 3 years, an anomaly. I want to take a look at this as an example of 4 properties in the Dairy Farm area, where of course there's a very hot selling project right now, Botany at Dairy Farm. Prior to this, there were 4 older resale property: Forest, Treehouse, Eco Sanctuary, and the Skywoods. Let's look at the price trend. For starters, when we look at price trend, we always look from the middle of 2013, as that was when TDSR was implemented. It is the single largest cooling measure in the Singapore property market. So when we see 2013 over here to in fact middle of 2022, 2021, you can see that actually prices of all these resale properties were moving, side trending between 1000 and 1004 PSF. It's only thereafter where we see this bull run, right? Let me show you another example, because all these are 99-year leasehold properties. If you look at something freehold, in fact, this is a property that I just visited a couple of days back, Vision Crest. Very good location, near to Dhoby Ghaut MRT station. You can see in 2013, in fact, prices were around 2k PSF. And thereafter, same thing, if you draw a line up to about 2021, prices were side trending around 1008 to about just over 2000 PSF. And again, we see the same trend only in the last 3 years, a bull run upwards. And this bull run is not even as high as the initial peak before that in 2028, 2029 after the global financial crisis. Wow. Third example, I took something with a high volume of transactions. This is the Minton at Serangoon area, more than 1000 units development, right? You can see 2013 prices in fact curved down, okay, stayed stagnant thereabouts until again about the 2021 period. Okay, you can see they side trended around 900 to about 1002 PSF, all right? Thereafter, again, a bull run upwards. What do all these trends show you? Are we being short-sighted when we see all these profits made by pretty much all properties over Singapore over the last 3 years? Maybe we should look further back to really see whether this is an anomaly or not. Next thing, I want to dig deeper why. And I find this very useful when we calculate the non-landed housing completions. We can see the average, in fact, is about 13k. However, during the periods of COVID and just before COVID, 2019 to 2021 and even 2022, right? We see the supply was super low. The number of completed housings was at all-time low over the past 10 years, right? So definitely because we understand from COVID, there were a lot of construction stoppages, goods could not come in, people could not work, so naturally completions were low. Given that demand in Singapore still remains high, we see the prices go up a lot during these 2 years. And then what happened last year, 2023? We have a large number of completions. I think looking at this chart, it's easily about 30,000, which is the average. And then we can see what happened last year. Market started to slow down. Carrying on this train of thought, we can also see what happens in the future. When we look at the upcoming year completions, 2024 to 2027, we can see that besides for this quick dip in 2025, because of course housing has to be planned for, it does not happen overnight, we see an increase in 2026, 2027 and beyond. At the same time, we look at the news that's coming out in the market, we see that Singapore further raises private housing supply to highest in 10 years. This article is 21st of June 2023, and we can see that it increased to 5160 units, up from 4090 in the first 6 months, right? That's not all. We fast forward to today, and this is what we see in the first quarter of URA statistics. You can see that the supply for private housing has increased even further this year, right, to 5450 units. This is the highest supply in the confirmed list in a single GLS program since second half of 2013. We see a clear trend now. Government is increasing the supply of homes coming onto the market. And our Minister of National Development, MND, Desmond Lee, has also come up in the news to say that housing prices are unlikely to sustain momentum of past 3 years. So with all this said, what do you think? Is the bull run of the last 3 years in the Singapore property market an anomaly? Is it likely to happen again and keep happening where prices just keep going up in Singapore? Or should you be very careful with your purchases and maybe take with a pinch of salt all the gurus and all the methods that are coming to the market right now? My name is Jim Tay and I do property portfolio planning for my clients, helping them keep an eye on the market and advising them on their property purchase and sales. Get in touch with me if you'd like to find out more. Like this video, subscribe, and leave a comment if you have any questions. I'll see you soon.